Dawn raids is how they've been operating recently. Israeli forces move in fast while Palestinians sleep. In the last few weeks, this has become a daily routine in occupied East Jerusalem and the rest of the occupied West Bank. This time, they're sealing the family home of Palestinian Hussein Karaka. On Friday, the father of three slammed his car into a bus stop near the illegal settlement of Ramot. 3 Israelis were killed, including 2 sibling children. On Sunday, the weekly cabinet meeting turned its attention to the frequency of these attacks, 3 in just 2 weeks. All carried out by young Palestinians, including a 13-year-old, all from occupied East Jerusalem and all operating alone. And so the new Israeli government wants to send a strong message.
The appropriate answer to terror is to strike hard and further deepen our roots in our country. Accordingly, the cabinet is meeting today to prepare for an even broader action against those carrying out terrorism and their supporters in East Jerusalem and Judea and Samaria, while preventing as much as possible harming those uninvolved.
But family and friends of the attackers say they too are being targeted in what they've described as collective punishment through mass arrests, raids and demolitions of homes. Dozens of Palestinians have already been killed by Israeli forces this year alone.
Israel's most right-wing government hasn't been in power for long, but it's already facing major hurdles. Apart from the Palestinian issue, it's also facing accusations of trying to undermine the judiciary and move the country away from democracy.
Saturday saw the biggest nationwide anti-government protest in weeks. More than 145,000 people stood in cold weather ahead of the first of several Knesset votes to curb judiciary powers. Some have called for an end to Israel's ruling coalition, which has far-right ultra-nationalist parties, including ministers with convictions ranging from racism to the Prime Minister himself, who's on trial for corruption. But Benjamin Netanyahu has dismissed these protests as a refusal to accept the last election results. Sara, Khairat, Jazeera, West Jerusalem.